are the bulwark of the North. Behold the unyielding motherland. Through the teachings of the Great Orthodoxy, this world's end is kept at bay. Join us! Pledge yourself to the Ice Court! Defend the legacy of Kislev!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 18 of our Tzarina Katarin Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to throw hands with Astrogoth and his many Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses, as well as a couple of other elite units, and the Dreadquakes that'll be raiding from the skies. This has the potential to be an incredibly high casualty battle for us, but it also has the potential to be one where we just annihilate them from range and don't really worry about it too much. We will have to kind of spread out a little bit, but we want to kind of stay compact enough where we can keep basically a lot of fire on these blunderbusses all at the same time. They do have a silver shield, so they actually block a good deal of the missiles you're actually going to be blasting at them. So one of those things that is just a little bit unfortunate. Looks like they're going to have some extra reload as well as black powder aplenty, so this missile strength is insane. Up to 67. Which would be a nightmare if they can fire even at all. Our shields are tough, but it's only the same as theirs, so it'll block half those shots fired on in, doing 67 damage a shot. It'll still kill pretty much any and every unit it does manage to land a hit on. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Auto-resolve will do all right for us, giving us a great victory with medium casualties. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in the field. Alright, well at least we have a home field advantage here. It's all nice and snowy. It's not going to matter that much. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll kind of pull back in a way where we can shoot at them as they're also kind of trying to reform their own unit. I think we have about 45 seconds before the first Dreadquake drops, and then it's another 45 before the secondary one. So what we're going to go ahead and do is set up our checkerboard for at least our front line. Grab the Czar Guard. Group them forward quite a bit. I'm gonna actually keep the units fairly wide, that way they have a chance of dodging what comes down out of the sky after them. Need to be able to layer fire, while also not getting torn to shreds by the incoming Dreadquakes. Little Grom. Really wouldn't mind trying to get them to fire on those little Grom with their army abilities there, but we'll see. Keep them from flanking on the left. They're gonna try, no matter what, but we'll do 2 Griffin Legion ready to defend in case of incoming Kadai Fireborn. Sneaky Snow Leopard. War sleds with the Tzarina. The audio cuts it. They're screaming Legion. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab all of our solidities. Our infantry. I'm actually going to have you guys in separate, so since these ones are more the infantry and these are more the artillery. More nuance than that, but it'll work. Alright lads, let's do this. I don't think we're going to immediately start off by throwing the old Death Frost towards Astrogoth, but we'll see how far we can actually blast it. If not, I'm happy to hit.
Victory. Your queen will not tolerate failure.
The Bale Taurus. Or even just the Great Taurus, try to drag it down. Get moving. Our own army kind of rotate a bit there. Watch for the circles. We may get super unlucky and it may just not even give us any. We're coming up on 45 seconds though. Alright, what say you, Astrogoth? Wait, they didn't even tell me. Alright, that's cheeky. It blended in so well with the snow. Alright, that's a whole heap of nonsense there. Fair. At least they used it on our Zargard. And that is a Lamasu. Let's keep him going towards the Great Taurus. Don't want to get too close. I also prefer to get a lot of the shots in on actual Astrogoth himself. Thankfully, we only lost 2 units, but a lot of their health. A couple of Solyak's Lullabies can restore a bit of it. I'm watching for these circles closely here. We are coming up on when the second one will arrive. There's a Hellhammer from Astrogoth. Death Frost on the Iron-Handed one himself. I'm not seeing any circles. Get him, Grom. Pretty much whoever they shoot at is going to be a perfectly fine target for him. Katarin, go ahead and circle a bit. Alright, they're done. Glorious. Now, where's that Dreadquake shot? I'm gonna go ahead and slow these Wolf Riders here. Let little Grom deal with them quickly. We're having to miss a lot of the cool aspects of battle here, having to sit here and... There it is. Run! Oh, they got sandwiched. Yeah, we can only do so much. Let's get another overcast Death Frost on Astrogoth. In fact, thankfully they just lost health. No models are gone. Where's my Grom at? Where are you guys hiding? Here they are. Take down Astrogoth. What are you guys doing? Shotgun blast towards Leysa. Katarin, keep coming off to the side. Ice Guard, what are you guys? Where are you ladies going? Come back to the center. That's both of their shots and no casualties. What we love to see. Moving in aggressive like now. Katarin, go ahead and fall back just a bit. Alright, it's time. Griffin Legion, it's time to arrive. Not even a little bit worried over there. Go ahead and drop the icy goodness. I'll have to come back to Leysa in just a moment. Death Frost, Astrogoth. Time to arrive, Griffin Legion. These Griffin Legion will go ahead and have them rotate. Katarin, keep charging through. Blasting the bits does he do. Go drag down these demons. Blow this whole side here. Leysa, come on back a bit. There's Flamestorm, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Run and destroy this Veil Taurus. We're gonna have you guys charge through. Katarin, keep moving yourself. You are, Madame. Let's go ahead and drop in the Ice Frost there, slow them all down. Working in tandem, they should easily beat this. Keep moving. Skating on around there, sleds. Katarin, keep bullying them. Keep on bullying them. Get into these shotguns quickly, you two. Yeah, we lost a ton of them there. I don't know why they ran that direction. I'm sure I gave the order, but that's going to get a lot of our Ice Guard killed. Katarin, come through into these. This was perfect. I need to overcast the Death Frost. A single one she'll do on the Taurus. Go and fall back. Get him blasting. Fantastic. Chaos Dwarves repelled. And that could have gone horribly. This should take them quite some time to actually recover from. At least we can only hope. I'm going to do what I can to round up the rest of these poor fools here. Little Grom trying to take down the Dark Ravagers. Ooh, bad job dodging there. Barbaroni. Hit you on a moment. Alright, a decisive victory that went even better than I could have hoped. Now, we lost a little bit of these Ice Guard just because first they got hit by a Dreadquake and then a Firestorm. Besides that, we managed to do a very good job keeping the damage away. 45 Devotion, 1,000 Fall on the Disciples of the Shut side. We'll take their punishment.
Send them to the labor camps.
Send them to the labor camps.
Tzarina Katarin.
Right, so no attrition, thankfully, but we've got Astragon. His killer has beaten Iron Hand's curse to the punch. The flesh is not already turned to stone, or not already turned to stone, is now as dead can be. He won't be missed. More effect duration for Shut, Deathfire, and Metal, which is so strange. Then more spell resistance for Katarin. Spell resist is nice. Everything else there is kind of completely unneeded. Right, well, the battle we absolutely needed to fight. Scary one, but one we 100% needed to do battle with. Go ahead and throw these last 2 points here into Skilled Craftsman for 12 additional armor, 20% more ammunition for War Sleds, and Little Grom. Let's go Golden Wall for Lesa, and make Astragoth pay for it. Murder for Arcady, the first. We've already got stand your ground, so we can probably come on down with you into your blue line now finally, so Iron Disciplinarian into whatever we need to get into Draft Master.
Champion of the Motherland.
Then Mentor for Gale. Archaon's trying to cut his way through the center. They're never going to fight us straight up. That's just not how the AI is programmed. It's programmed to try to avoid hard fights at all costs and win no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Gortifex, even though we would like to just leave him here, he's going to start recruiting up more units. We got to hunt him down. Everything else here, we're going to go ahead and leave at tier 1. 6,000 gold apparently isn't enough to do much with. And Betchefin and Rauken are about to be attacked by the likes of a big angry tree lady. Temple of Ursun is just growth and more upkeep reduction for elemental bears and warbear riders, which again we don't really have very much of.
Guardian of
Maxim, let's go ahead and use some of our gold to get more units. So we don't have any of them yet, but let's go ahead and change that. So we'll have 2 light sleds, and that will be the only one. We're going to go lighter on the sleds here with this army. And then let's go 4 warbear riders. Righteous shall rue the day. Timbermill here. And then more income too. More income wherever we can there.
I switch.
Merca Slakta. They're not sure where the best place to deploy you is. We can have Katarin just continue to hold the line up here, and she needs to hold Sheik back towards Blesk.
We cannot hesitate. Make it golden.
Yep, them deciding to pull us into the war with Drycha was a very bad call on their part.
Maiden of the Frosts.
Katarin will remember this. Let's go Deathfrost here for Ursula. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and turn. We've got how many more for Ursun? 10 more. That's not bad at all. Perfect stuff. Let's see how things play out. Alright, Drycha moves on into Veo with her armies. Actually gives us a close defeat, really. Or Vetivo, I mean. Close to, are you sure? This is a settlement battle. I don't think that's gonna matter. It's being incredibly nice giving us a close defeat. We would get run over. Or Yakova too, huh? And you're being all kinds of disrespectful. Well, this one I'm not going to allow you just to claim. We have to at least try to hold the line here. Your Malevolent Dryads move very fast. See if we can do it. Hold the line, boys. My favorite thing about this is that she declared war on Ostermark and then came after us instead. Seems more like the declaration of war on Ostermark was because she knew we'd be forced to get involved with it. Cheeky stuff. We'll see what we have access to. There's our normal archers, our gunpowder, and then our dervishes, which would be mostly useless in this battle. They're not gonna be great. Oh wait. Oh, she's deploying 3 zones because the AI like to make sure they win sieges. There's absolutely no chill here with them. We'll go ahead and throw some spears in here. Love that these spears, which don't even belong to our faction, have become the captain. Good for you guys. Go ahead and deploy them with the Malevolent Tree Man. It's so unfortunate it decided to make them important to us. This unit is normally what you just throw away, even as the Empire. Yeah, we'll do the 2 Spear Cossars here. There's really no good way to go about this. Alright, so this is mostly Dryads with 1 set of archers. So let's do... Armored Cossars. And a unit of crossbows. I'm actually going to bring the dervishes here, so what the plan is, if the bats come down and attack, we'll just pull them down off the walls, we can charge in the dervishes.
The motherland's finest!
Alright, so let's go ahead and do 2 Cossars, 2 crossbows, and 3 Cossars, 1 crossbow, and then our other Crossar down here. Fire arrows on those bats as they fly on in like loons. Alright, at least the Kislevites have good tower options. We'll go for a tower here, and then one of those we can on the other side too. Alright, Glorious, let's go ahead and get this group into units since I've got them all figured out. There's not very much on this side. Let's go ahead and just deploy the 3 Cossars. We'll do 2 here. And then maybe some armored Cossars with maces on this side.
Sons of Kislev, obey the orthodoxy.
But then also get up on there just a little ways. Perfect. There's not that many over here. There's the couple units of the Glade Guard and Dryja herself, which is scary. Actually fairly handleable. Alright, great. And even if these guys are pretty much on just hold the line for a moment duty, that's what's going to have to happen. There's a lot more units over here. We'll go Streltsy up front. Give that a nice initial fire. We can go shield guys also up front here.
Wolf tough Kislevites.
I don't know how many places we're really going to be able to deploy the mace guys and actually be useful though, so let's keep the others here, and then get more ready to help Dryja. Think not. Boy, these guys over here. Sure, all of our units are set and ready to go, so everyone needs to be in guard mode. Except for you there, dervishes. Let's see if we can hold the line. So it begins. You boys spread a little bit so we can actually capture that tower. No reason to not have towers going. Love to see you wasting. Hate to see you Streltsy wasting. Fire on these Malevolent Treekin. Or even these Dryads up front here. Bats are moving in.
We are Sigmar's
Crossbows come down. Dervishes get ready. Crossbows turn and start firing. We need to deal with as many of these Dryads as possible. Fire on the Dryads, please. Bats are dealt with. Go ahead and slow this group as much as possible. How are things going on Dryja's side? These guys are gonna have a bad time, I think. Someone has to. Things are going pretty well on this. Let's go ahead and have these Streltsy fall back to the top layer here.
Armored Cossars! Kislevites moving!
Alright, Armored Kossars, hold the line.
The Orthodoxy!
In fact, you spears need to slightly rotate. Get ready for what's coming on in. Alright, Dervishes, you guys come around. Archers, start blasting. Crossbows up top. Alright, good. Now you guys focus fire at these rather weak and frail wood elves for me. Right, just deploying to the walls. Absolutely not. He's gonna run through, huh? Alright, AI. Love to see how you play.
Comrades of the bear!
Hold the line, boys.
Wolf-tough Kislevites!
One fire on the same unit of Dryads there for me. Also, as you guys kind of come on back here a little bit too, we can drop in another platform to keep you safe.
Crossbowman! Yes, sir, quickly!
Dervishes circle.
March with pride.
Take position!
We're just gonna move these boys back.
Yes, my lord. We serve the Emperor!
I don't think we can get any of them to flee. Righteous squad's doing alright too. That looks good there. Yeah, Dredge's plan was to pull guys through and then have the Glade Guard shoot down on top of them.
Comrades of the bear!
Fair enough. Alright, so the Dryads are coming through, which means they're gonna get pistol whipped by pretty much every hero all at the same time. Yeah, you'd love to see it. Waystalker. We're like nerd. Got him. Now we're on this side. Dryads tried and failed to come through. They got some pretty good defensive positions here. The position with Dryja here is having a hard time. They had a whole giant tree. Using those pistols. The trees aren't doing that well. Waystalker came on down and got shot by all the pistols at the same time. Got a pretty good killing field back here for the Dryads.
The Empire endures!
Circle and hit them, you guys burn.
Armored Cossars!
How did they capture the tower with my guys still here? The world may never know. Big malevolent tree man just being obnoxious. You guys just kind of hang up on top, and we'll defeat whatever they sit in from here. I don't approve of their cheesy, cowardly combat strategies here. I defeat you with strategy. You defeat me with cheese. We're not the same. That fire up, boys. Bring down those bears. No, don't run towards the bears. We know you like bears, but let's be a little bit clever. Or not. I like that most of them are outside, but maybe 2 of them manage to charge through because the AI knows how to wipe their models. Alright, thankfully this defense front has definitely won. Gears come on round. Dervishes, I definitely know I didn't give you guys the attack order on those trees. So now I just did. Everything on this side is defeated. But Drycha's squad on the other side here is going to do everything they can to not play fair. So we have to be careful. So here, watch. I give the attack order, and she immediately pulls herself off the wall. If she can.
The Motherland's finest!
Motherland's finest.
Armored Cossars!
Alright, Pistoliers. Those of you with no ammo, come on down and get ready to defend. Those of you with ammo, get up on top here.
For the twin-tailed comet!
Waystalker being cheeky.
March with pride! Taking point!
I just wanted to use some of his extra abilities there. Fair enough. Makes sense to me. But keep picking them off for me.
It serves Kislev!
Yeah, it's time to start flooding through our town and capturing our zones. That Waystalker's getting crumped though. Alright, 3 kin are back. And so are the bears. The bears. Would make it cold for everyone coming on in here. Everything's coming in at the same time, is it?
Very well.
Love that that tower was not active. That's my own huge misstep. Alright, boys, I don't know about you, but sieges are fun for about the first 20 minutes, and then when the AI decides I can't win, so it's time to start capturing zones, it's marginally less fun. Couldn't tell you why. Crossbows, get away from there. Alright, so moved in with their hound dogs. So, Elsie, are you firing on these bears?
Wolf tough Kislevites!
Oh yeah, they're just going to push through in our stuff. Hang on now, that's ridiculous. Alright, Armored Cossars, let's bring you guys around. We're gonna get some good pistol shots. You guys just charge on down here too. Hold on, boys.
March with pride!
Yeah, just be a coward and capture all the zones from here. Love to see it. Come on, they're just kind of staying outside of tower shot. This is play against a petty little brother 101. Let's throw another tower in here, so if they want to sit and just capture zones, they're going to pay for it. Not badly, but they will pay for it.
Obey the order!
Armored Cossars!
Alright, boys, keep firing at the land of these bears.
Make war! Bring them
Charge the giant wolves down, Stealthy. We're gonna have you guys kind of start rotating.
whatever Ursun asks!
Whatever Ursun asks. So it doesn't like capture some zones, but it doesn't like getting shot at by towers, so it's gonna move on now.
Follow the bear!
Take position.
Points!
Go ahead and pull back here. We've defeated everything on this side, but it's going to come down to Drycha deciding I'm gonna go ahead and just capture these zones. Alright, let's see if we can't.
Sons of Kislev! Cossars!
We got our army.
Attack, comrades!
It is literally just a great big tree man running around now.
For Kislev!
Alright, let's have you two hanging out here. Clobber these wolves.
For Kislev!
Yeah, because they're gonna do everything they can to kind of avoid our last group here. Crossbows, turn and fire on the tree man.
In Kislev's name! Spearmen!
Look at that.
Take the ground!
Now we can get in there.
Armored Cossars!
Having a hard time dragging them down, are you boys?
Kislev
Spearmen, get in there. Capture this zone. Drycha and company just keep running on through. So we can't put anything in fast enough. Maybe a trap, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah, it's too good at dodging Look at them trying to flank. Reman's a little bit too strong, I think. Crossbows are just not getting enough damage. We'll capture that one back, but it's not an important target. They're just gonna come in here and snag these two key zones at the same time here. Oh, I don't like this at all. Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna play fair. We're gonna hide guys all over the place. We're just gonna be a big nuisance. That's the only plan. Alright, neat. I don't think any of my units are actually fast enough to get over here. Crossbows. Well, they finally took that unit down. Yeah, they didn't beat us. Just played like cowards. This is insane. Yeah, you got that zone, so now I have a very limited amount of time to capture any of these back before we lose it all. Lost that first group there. Come on, Crossbow. They're about out of bolts. Thank goodness the AI wants to capture this zone. Keep this zone from being captured by our troops. I don't really think we have the men to bring down this malevolent tree man here. Who else is getting on up here? But everyone needs to be out of guard mode. Those wolves thankfully charged in and immediately ran. Killed them. Captured some zones back, but that doesn't matter at all. I'd love to see Drycha just decide to break. All they need is the one unit of Glade Guard. Come on, towers. Be useful for the first time ever. There's 2 Glade Guard members left. You can't shoot them down. There's no reason to have you. Yeah, that was a complete waste. They got annihilated. Waste of life. Back to recapture the zone. Fair enough. Dervishes get in there fast. You guys fire on Drycha. Are you joking? Those giant wolves are like, now we're gonna wait until no one's left inside. Same thing with these bears. Okay, I play like a wuss. Start throwing insults left and right now. This kind of stuff is frustrating. This isn't a fun siege to play against, where you might fight against them and go with a bunch of strategies to try to win a fight that you might not otherwise be able to. They just go, nah, we're gonna be cheesy the entire time, the entire battle. Come on, Streltsy, we've got to get some damage on Drycha. They're firing, but they're hitting nothing. She's dodging the bullets. You two work together on these wolves, where there's like 5 left. They should be doing nothing to you.
What do you bid?
Thank goodness for dervishes. Upgrade that to a max tier tower. Come on down here and capture this. Our Streltsy literally are doing nothing.
So be it.
Boys, you've got to get some damage in there.
Land is power.
Crossbows cannot advance on the tree.
Retreat, comrades.
Slow them down for a moment.
Sons of Kislev. Slay them.
You're gonna run away from the Streltsy.
Hearts of ice.
That's lovely.
We fight for Ursun.
You guys just gonna stay back here then. Drycha's going somewhere else, because why not? You might as well. Battles are scary. Why do anything dangerous when you can just dirtle around? Alright, so one of these, since this siege is taking so long, and I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys watch me fight 3 units forever as they try to be cheeky, just like they have been for the past couple campaigns here, I will go ahead and catch you all back at the campaign map. Right, a most brutal of fights that went on for another 15 minutes while Drycha and her tree man tried to run around and just take out kind of our smaller groups of soldiers. It's kind of funny. They reminds me of almost like a Spock. Just I ran the numbers, Jim. We can't win, and we'll make them pay for it. And they start blowing our stuff up. They don't worry about winning at all. They just worry about going after smaller units and just being as much of a nuisance as possible. I'd like to see a little bit of a dialing back of the pettiness of the AI. I don't know how to do that necessarily. It seems like they're just trying to use every single cheese they possibly can to win battles now, which is bizarre. It's weird to see, I can't lie.
We belong only to...
Alright, ally mobilizes against enemy. It's like I have so many threats. And these trees decided to start a fight with Sterling and then not go after Sterling at all. Which is just lovely. Drycher ran away like a coward. And likely Circe's just gonna go over here after Fortiakova because they don't know how to fight. Strong armies, they're only willing to fight weak ones because it makes sense. Whereas the players like to challenge themselves, the AI is perfectly content with being a failure that never improves.
For the glory
Stay on.
of Kislev.
I mean, you've got a couple scary guys here. We're just gonna go ahead and post up the Frozen Landing.
At last.
Let them come to me. Our crusade didn't last too long, mostly because Drycha decided to get involved, but as soon as we stamp
Tzarina Katarin
that
of
angry tree out, we should be good.
They are one.
Katarin, I'd love to attack Karak Flag, but we are going to be attacked from the walls by Dreadquake. I think we should probably move on in, though.
Born to rule.
Here's what we'll do. Let's try to lure
Cloak yourselves in
Zardrok's army out.
Ice Queen. One land.
Say that. If we go for the fight here against this army, so let's have Ursula come on. Come on through to just kind of see about weakening. That's assault units. What does Oglafa have?
I trained for this.
What happens if we damage the... Oh, she can only steal technology. We'll assault Samot's units.
Victim.
If she was to succeed, they wouldn't have had a chance to rebuild or replenish that at all.
My decision.
Let's move in. Pyrrhic victory with medium casualties. I think I'll take that, especially with the Dreadquake here.
Kislev never fought.
Yeah, we lose quite a few. Here's the thing. I'm gonna sack this. It's a bit a terrible idea. And then haul Cheek back into Kislev.
Never falter.
Yeah. So we hit Vrag, sack it. They still have the Mega Mortar, but it's damaged. So they'll have to basically repair it and then get back to and then we can come back in and take that city much easier after a couple turns of replenishing. Let's come in here with Katarin. Rank 42. We don't have that many skill points left. Go ahead and grab the extra replenishment. We're absolutely going to need it. And then these next points will go for the elite skills.
Kislev endures.
Common ground, common enemies. No more replenishment we can get through you there. Arcady the first, so we'll grab the Mentor. And then... Probably Wild Eyes, you're actually hitting your hits. Your blows on the foes. Ursula, having you against the tree people is going to be so useful. But we need the Vengeance of Spirits for that one, which silences and is very similar to your Flock of Crows. Otherwise known as Flock of Doom. Temple of Heimkill, I would love to get in the Iron Mine now. It's got the Orthodoxy Chapel, which I'm actually going to go ahead and destroy this time. Don't need it now. Again, it's going to make Stalton mad, but he's up here doing nothing. Symbol of Prague. More leadership under siege.
Guardian of the land.
Guardian of the land. Wolfenburg, hopefully we have time to actually get those walls in, so in that case we really don't want to do any more upgrades there at all. Powder back up to the next tier works for me. We hunt down Gord effects. Oh, you jumped out to the sea. What a chicken.
Gospodar by blood.
Really, I'm fine with you being a coward. That means I can come over here to the Altar of Spawns.
Threat is negligible.
Likely they'll go march all the way back over here to the Monolith of Flesh. We're just going to be trading those settlements back and forth like crazy. For the Orthodoxy, we can get pretty much anything with them.
Die impaled on frozen barbs.
Die impaled on frozen barbs. We can go for probably our own units.
I deserve a larger retinue.
I deserve a larger retinue. I, unfortunately,
Do they hunger
agree.
undeserved
We've got
power?
3 Zargard. They also take forever to actually recruit,
Winter will
unlike
claim
the rest of our guys here, which we can get pretty quickly. Streltsy in 1 turn is just fantastic. So maybe we start going for front line Streltsy, second line Akshina. So really high damage, armor piercing, really high damage. Normal. The Ice Guard do a little bit less than your Akshina, but they're better at fighting by a pretty sizable margin. What do we do? Wouldn't mind a Frostworm for a good... Well, actually, we could make Alexander here the Frosty Boy. We'll go double Frostworm for high armor
threat is
and a good anti-large. Also Frostbite. What we'll probably do is get rid of 2 of these Kislev warriors for 1 more Zargard and maybe an additional Grom. This will be the Thunder and Ice army.
Boyar of Kislev.
Rockadrock. Get you your Gem Cutter's Workshop. Get you your Cutting Walls. I'm thinking. This market, does it make us more income from tradable resources? Okay. I'm just going to go for the Roadhouse then. Boost our control up as much as possible. Control and growth. Volksgrad up to the next tier. I'm thinking not. We'll go for the Citadel of Prague at 2 instead.
I need only the best.
Alright, Maxim, your new group's going to be actually 4 the Citadel of Prague goes in. It doesn't actually drop how long our global is this turn, so let's go ahead and just instead get Maxim some more troops. He's going to need them. We've got Warbear Riders, we've got Frostmaid and Trigina. Let's go ahead and give them a Frostworm as well. And a few Kislev warriors. Looks good to me. So they want to pop into our Ice Court and grab another Ice Witch Lord and a Frost Maiden as well. Double up there. Tzarina Katarin, you are doing your replenishing thing.
Chosen Družina.
We love to see it.
Frost Maiden.
Alright, Mishka, we don't have much in terms of cash money, but let's see about coming on out and assaulting Gordifex's units some more, but it's actually very useful. So instead, let's come up to the Port of Secrets and start stealing some secrets from said port. We skip through and we'll observe.
We endure. We always endure.
Yakova is under attack again, what do I tell you? They can't handle themselves, they've got to be cheeky. We're really weak, so the chances are we can't beat this one, but we could probably do a lot of damage to them. Not this time. Cheeky Wood Elves, cheeky.
The Boca Palace's doors are open.
Hello there, Faye Enchantress. Happy to see that you're still alive, and we'll absolutely take a trade agreement with you. Trade agreement and non-aggression, too. We have reached a mutually agreeable deal. Wow, they took so much gold from Yakova. Good for you. I mean, you're not willing to fight me in an upfront battle, you're just going to go after one you already fought, so it makes sense.
Commander of the soldiery.
Completely on
Follow my lead.
on theme for you.
This mission requires guile.
Alright, Merker, we're going to move on through to Zavastra. Can you actually hit Betchefin?
Will of the
Let's go to Zavastra. Something Dreich is doing must be lowering our winds of magic. Before Yakova was taken out, they're probably about to do the same thing to Igorov, because it's a good way to make some cheap, easy money.
None shall question me.
Alright, look at these armies coming through. Now's the time to ambush them.
Champion of Kislev.
Evan, you should be able to take down Archaon with an auto-resolve. If not,
The Wrath of Kislev.
yeah, that's how it is sometimes. We would lose some units. Dude. Come on now. This is not an army we would have to fight. Goofy auto-resolve. Well, we shall have ourselves a battle against the Longhorned Ever-Chosen. Well, I guess the Never-Chosen here for this campaign. He's been defeated so many times. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Ice Court campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like to the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I will see you all in the next one.